We got a new promo card design leaked that is maybe Trailblazers, maybe something else, Halloween promo possibly, don't know yet. We're going to talk about it. We got the LIGUE Player of the Month announced. It's going to be a pretty good SBC. We also have our new Team of the Week leaks as well with a couple of, well, one main star headline player in it. So if you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you as always. I want to talk about the 80x5 upgrade quickly because it's an 84 rated player with an 82 rated team required in it, which just to prepare you guys for this, for like this year, I think we're going to see more expensive gamble SBCs. I think we're just going to see more expensive ones with SBC storage now, which I think it almost has to be the case with how good duplicate storage really is when you think about it. So I don't necessarily think it's that bad, but I don't know. What do you guys think of more expensive SBCs this year with duplicate storage? Also, I'm curious to know if you could let me know in the comments section, how many of you out there are actually getting the Rivals rewards this week? Like going to go and get 45 points needed for the Rivals rewards this week. Is that going to be some of you or none of you or a lot of you still? We'd just be curious to see as an experiment how many people are still going to get 45 points this week, because I need 18 more points. I'm going to do it, but even I'm like, oof, I don't know if I really want to, and I fucking play this game all the time. But on to the leaks now. Here is that card design that has been leaked, and it does look like the Trailblazers card design kind of from last year, right? That similar red sort of design we've become accustomed to seeing. Now, it is early for that, considering we have Total Rush again, Team 2, this Friday, which we should be seeing leaks for in the next day or two, but it is a little early for that. Could it be something else? Yes, but I would assume this is going to be a Trailblazers promo next after Total Rush. Last year, it came out on the, I believe it says down here, came out on the 13th of October. So right around this time, right? And last year, the game came out a little bit earlier, so it's actually going to be pretty similar in terms of the amount of time since release that we'll get the promo. Looks like last year, this promo basically just gave playstyle pluses, like a different playstyle plus on a lot of cards, or added one. Okay, Hanson finesse shot, Mkhitaryan got incisive pass, like one of the first promos of the year where certain players actually got new playstyle pluses. It's also supposed to be, I believe, a performance-based type card where it's supposed to be cards or players who were doing really well in real life at the time. So it was kind of performance-based, but I don't really know how they decide it. So yeah, you can take your pick on who could be in the team potentially, but it's usually picked based off of like how players start the season. Then the card itself isn't live, so okay. Then it got announced that Barcola has indeed won the LIGUE Player of the Month. The SBC will be coming shortly, and looking at the Player of the Month schedule, we should see the release of this SBC on the 22nd of October, a Tuesday, a week from when it actually got announced today. So it's still a ways away actually, which is kind of disappointing if you wanted to see this Barcola card sometime soon. It should look something like this, but it should be a pretty good card though. Obviously LIGUE links are a little bit different than they used to be, but France links obviously are very good, and wingers are all the rage right now. Pacey wingers are all the rage, so you'll see him in plenty of teams out there, I'm sure, when he does come out. And the Bundesliga winner actually is supposed to be announced on Thursday, but usually it'll be leaked a day beforehand. So even today when you're seeing this, if you want to go look, the Bundesliga Player of the Month might have been leaked already. It's supposed to be Marmoush or Kane, probably going to be Marmoush, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, of course, whoever ends up actually winning it there. And then we got Team of the Week 5 leaks next, and the big headline player is going to be Hanson. Hanson's in the Team of the Week, and I've not used her this year. If you are, you know, if you got the big bucks and you've got Graham Hanson in your team, if you've used her yet, tell me if you thought she was actually worth that price. A couple more cards in here. Garassi, Zubazlai, Dumfries, Guendouzi's in there. Colombian Ramirez, who looks like a really, really good card, women's card, by the way, might actually be super good. And then Shaw as well for a high-rated card. Zubazlai and Hanson, though, appear to be like the most usable. It's really going to be a Hanson show, I think, for Team of the Week this week, depending on what card ends up featured with crazy boosts. So okay, but Champs rewards are going to be kind of an all or nothing thing like they were this week with Valverde. It kind of seems like a very similar thing to that. This kind of came out yesterday at an EA event where they were talking about the fact that they're going to expand to an open world in like all their games basically, and especially in FIFA, which is their biggest sports game. They're going to expand to an open world similar to what 2K is with their city and the park and stuff like that. We kind of reported on this a little bit ago. I think it was maybe a month ago we reported on this, and it is just now being more confirmed by the day. EA talked about it again today. They showed showed some screenshots of like concept art or what I think they want it to look like maybe. And it's kind of what you expect. So open world will be a thing probably in the next like 2, 3, 4 years. I don't expect it to be sometime too soon, but it will be pretty soon on a long-term scale, which I wonder what they're going to do with that. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be like pro clubs tied in, or I'm assuming it will be, but like what are they gonna do in terms of incentivizing people to play it, because people really just care about Ultimate Team more than most any game mode. So I wonder how they'll get people to play that when it comes out, but that's so far away now that it's pure speculation. But would you guys even be excited for something like that? I don't know. I wouldn't really be, but okay. I want you to stare at these faces long and hard before completing the Icon SBC. We might see it today. The rumor was Wednesday, and it's Wednesday, so it could be coming out at content time today. If you don't have fodder for it, I would not attempt to complete or spend a bunch of coins to go and complete it. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably not going to get much. Or you're probably not going to get much, sorry. Fodder's only gone up even since yesterday when we talked about it. 86s are up. 84s are up to 2,000 now, which I'll just remind you again, if you're new here, anytime 84s are 1.2 in their Discord, just go and buy and just wait. Could be a week, could be a month, but they're going to go up and you will make a shit ton of coins. You'll be filthy rich. But yeah, I'm not super excited for it because I think that it's not going to be the most worth it SBC if I had to guess. There's some good cards in there. We know we talked about Torres and Essien and Zola, right? Don't go and spend every last coin in your account to go and complete it. I know it's tempting, but okay. Also this, I'd love our next promo to introduce primarily 100 to 500k cards. We're getting mostly extremely expensive 1 million plus cards or discard cards. You guys know if you've been here for a long time, we've talked about this for the last couple of years. This is what EA are doing now. They don't do the mid-tier range of promos anymore. They just do the all or nothing. It's going to be Mbappe or a 10k discard card. And this is low-key one of the most like annoying changes to Ultimate Team promo teams, actually, is the death of the mid-range card. And it's not the full death, but you guys know what I mean. There's not near as many as there used to be. It's all top heavy now. The death of that mid-range promo card is really takes the fun out of some promos. And I feel like kind of Ultimate Scream was like exactly the mid-range promo tier of card, right? Almost every card in that promo is like mid-range and usable, but not super duper expensive and like insane. And maybe we're looking back on this with rose-colored glasses like we talk about, but it does feel like the Scream promo is kind of the perfect example of that. And I miss the Scream promo. We miss the Scream promo. Also, guys, there are some evolution glitches right now. Certain evolution chains are bugged. Previously evolved cards, for some reason, do not fit in certain evos, even though they should. They fit all the requirements. There's also like the newer one that just dropped today that actually looks pretty good for chain evos is also bugged, I believe. Yes, this one, the new evo, also bugs when chaining. We don't even really know what's causing it yet. We assume that it's like the evolution chains, just the stat limits being bugged, so it has something to do with the stat requirements on the evolution. But the whole thing's a mess. And just be aware right now that if you're going on FUTGG and trying to find like a crazy evolution, some of them are just bugged for some reason. You're trying to put the card from one evo to another and it like won't let you. So I don't know when they'll fix this. Hopefully they announce it soon that they know the problem exists. Right now they haven't even announced that they know the problem exists yet. I don't know. It's a fucking mess. We'll see. Okay, there were some questions yesterday saying, okay, well, what about icon prices when that icon SBC comes out? Are they going to drop cards that are like on the higher end, like a Zola or Torres, right? Will they drop? Probably not. You should be good. I think that even if they do kind of drop a little bit, they'll rebound back up again. So I don't think you need to really worry about selling the higher ones if you guys got it. The lower ones, say, I don't know, a couple 100k card. Javi Alonso, you might see him drop a little bit. He might not rebound as much as the higher tier ones will, but I still think they will not die in price. So I don't think you need to worry about it too much. Okay, let's read your comments now. Rob Fut, they nerf so that the meta team you just built around whatever OP gameplay now needs to be sold and at a massive loss. They clearly don't really care about changing the gameplay. And I think that they probably do care about changing the gameplay in terms of making it better. But at the same time, they also know damn well they're going to be able to get some people to lose coins off of it because they need to sell their teams, right? So usually you'll see the EA haters be like, you know, they're only doing it because of this. They don't care about the gameplay. Then the EA lovers will be like, oh, they obviously care about the gameplay. You're being ridiculous. But it's like, they're probably both true. They probably just want to do both because it's a win-win for them. They're going to have people lose coins and then make the gameplay hopefully a little bit better for them and for us, right? To enjoy the longevity of the game longer. Then Shaft to 2010 Finesse Plus nerf when, probably saving that for the second patch after they release a whole bunch of Finesse Plus cards. Do you think Finesse Plus needs a patch? It's getting really insane outside the box. I'm conceding a ton of finesse shots outside the box. I'm scoring a ton of them with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You guys know that by now. I do think Finesse Plus outside the box could use a nerf, but at the same time, man, I hate the fact that we always nerf offense before defense. We never nerf defense. It just doesn't happen in this game. But if we're being realistic, we know they're not going to nerf defense. So you might as well then at that point just nerf the Finesse Pluses because you don't want to concede them. But like, you'd rather not have them nerf that first, but they're not going to nerf defense at all. So it's like, what's the point? I don't know. I just hate the fact that we don't see defensive AI. guy nerfs ever. We just don't see it. Hasn't happened in years. And 10th Wonder says, I use Pedri as a box-to-box, and he has no plus in that role, and he plays fine for me. I've also tried Iwobi, and he plays well in that role too. I think you might just be overthinking how roles actually work, especially for certain players. And I want to agree with you on this. I really do. I really did not think I liked when I used a box-to-box player without the role. Who did I use? Man, I'm trying to think of who I used. Maybe it was KDB, who's not even the best box-to-box player. But somebody I remember I tried that had like really good box-to-box stats, but then sucked at it, in my opinion. I forgot who it was. I'll remember it in 3 hours when it doesn't matter anymore, but I don't remember. I want to agree with you because I want it to be not so restrictive, but I remember using somebody in that role and they just stood still. Like they did not actually run box to box at all. So maybe I will try Iwobi and like see if maybe he is really good box to box, and then I won't be so worried about the roles, but I hope I am overthinking it though. And Kieran Thomas, dude, seeing you posted right when I got home from work made my night so much better. Always glad to watch, and you know what? Thank you guys for watching every day. You guys are incredible. I love you all, and I'll see you in this video soon. Peace.